My name is Hillary Stock, and my husband and I are local resource family and respite care providers for foster kids in our county. We got involved about 5 years ago. We both had just felt it was time to at least start the process and see where that led us. We had a lot of noise, which I think comes from when you're about to get called out of your comfortability. I think the enemy wants to put a lot of noise, and it confuses you because a lot of that noise came from other believing families. And so the noise was, we've heard horror stories, or these kids are difficult, they come from trauma. Are you sure you want that? Are you sure you want to open your home to that? What if their parents are invasive? What if, something happens out of your control? We have to eliminate that noise and know for ourselves, what is the Lord telling us? Go back to the word. What does the word say? It says orphans. It doesn't say pick and choose. It doesn't say, again, when you're comfortable or when the right child comes along. It just says orphans, period. And so we had to really trust in the Lord to be like, we're going to do this, regardless of what already hard is in our home right now or difficulties, we are going to do this. And so for them now to come back and have a heart change has been really neat to see them walk through this, because there was some difficult moments and they just prayed alongside us. And then for their eyes to be like, I'm so thankful you did this. Like, I'm so thankful that we have more in our family to love. And once we started the process, we were placed with a little boy, just starting out with doing respite care. And eventually he became full-time into our home. And then they asked us to take his little brother on. And we said yes. And those two little boys now are our sons. We've adopted them 2 years ago. And since then too, we've had several children come through our home that we've gotten to love on and pray over. There's this one little girl we had, and her giggle was so, it just made you giggle. It was just the best. We would always just try and get her to giggle. We got it on film, and so my daughters and I will just play it every once in a while and just giggle all over again. And then, you hold them and you love them. You're like, how could anybody not want you, Because we just ingrain them into our home. Well, we just act like they're going to be there forever. And so we have family photos with them, and they stay on our walls. So every time we walk by, I usually will touch it and just be like, Lord, please be with, so-and-so, or wherever they're at. And most of the time we do get to keep in contact with a couple that have come through our home. And that's been really sweet too. There's been really good times. And I don't want to be naive that there hasn't been hard times too, but even in those hard moments of sleepless nights or what am I doing? There's a strength that comes from the Lord, and that has been so sweet. And just to experience that, because it doesn't make sense for us to take on more kids, but for some reason, it does make sense. The strength that comes with that is not our own. It's the Lord's, and He has 100% been with us in the hard, in the joyful times. And we can only look back. And my husband would agree, looking back, just seeing so evident the Lord's hand over our life and over these kids' lives. Myself and my friend Nikisha, who works for CASA, we've created an info night. This is something, when we were thinking of what to do, how to get the word out, it was what would I have liked? So on the 24th of this month of February, we are hosting an info night. We're going to have Scott Rooney there, who's DHS representative. We're going to have Nikisha Womble there, who's the CASA representative. I will be there. And it's just a night to come ask questions, because once you know the knowledge, then you can really step into the next step. Just a safe environment for you to gather information and then decide whether or not you want to sign up or not. I do know that once you sign up to become a resource family, it takes about 6 months. So in that 6 months, I just would say pray. You're taking the step forward, you're doing the next step, and then just pray through that 6 months. And then by the end of your 6 months, when you're getting certified, then it'll be a really solid yes on your heart. We're ready to take kids, or, okay, we're certified. Let's maybe take another month or two and just really think about what this looks like for our family moving forward. But at least the process has been started for that.